impact on others is huge for me. I've been blessed in so many ways to just be here. If I can have like an impact on some little kids or on really anybody, I mean I think that's awesome to me. So
What's your favorite NFL team, and then also your favorite player?
I got to go with the Bengals. Dad's a football coach for the Bengals, so got to go with the Bengals. And then player, oh gosh, I mean, of all time or
Sure,
just currently,
just sure, all time, yeah.
Ray Lewis. It's just fun to watch.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, I don't even know if I have one. It's kind of lame, but I don't think I have one.
That's all right. What's your dream car?
Like big old truck, GMC Denali, jacked up, some 35s on it. Pretty sweet.
What do you enjoy spending money on?
I try to save a lot of my money, but I would say like clothes, shoes is probably the biggest thing, but I try to stay away from spending it as much as I can.
What is the greatest challenge or struggle you've faced?
Um, That's a deep one. In terms of football, I think like injuries is that's always kind of a big one. I've had ACL, I've had like some groin and core muscle surgery, so things like that. But I think you also learn a lot from those. So it's tough to count as a setback when you still learn some stuff from that. So
If you could choose one superpower, what would it be?
probably to fly or to teleport,
What's the reasoning behind those two?
just get to wherever you want to be. It'd be nice. Probably teleport and be quicker than flying.
Yeah.
With that,
What emoji do you use the most often?
just the laughing emoji.
Which, like with the tears, or
Yeah,
just,
with the tears.
Yeah. What's the best Halloween costume you ever wore?
I'm usually pretty last minute, nothing super original, so dressed up as a football player a couple times, a ninja, nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Does your family practice any unusual traditions?
Not that I can think of. Pretty traditional.
If a genie granted you the ability to have infinite amount of one item, what would it be?
It's tough as well. $100 bills. It's infinite money.
There we go. All right. Last one now. What's your favorite holiday?
Big Christmas guy. I enjoy Christmas. Get to go home for the holidays, which is nice, and see the family. Yeah,
All right. Thank you.
absolutely.
I'm sure you would have loved to have had your first start in Kinnick, but how special was it to have it be at Wisconsin and to also be the same weekend that the Bengals were playing in Wisconsin?
It was unbelievable. Super blessed. I mean, that's God's timing. My dad was able to make it down for the game, which was unbelievable. He's not able to make it to many games because of his schedule. So to have him be at my first start in college was phenomenal. So I couldn't have drew it up any better. It was super awesome. So.
Does he like give you a scouting report after the game, maybe let you know what you did wrong, or is he just like a hype you up dad?
He's always got a couple pointers and whatnot. So we talked a little bit after the game, but he's got a lot of his own game stuff to worry about. But he definitely gives me a couple points. So
what was his number one thing that he thought you could have done better against the Badgers?
Getting off some of those blocks, some of those big guys, they latch on. So you gotta defeat the blocks.
When my parents give me advice, obviously not on playing football, but it's usually stuff I already know. I have to imagine that you were aware of that when he told it to you.
Yeah, no doubt. You definitely something that you think of, and then you hear it twice. So puts a little more emphasis on it.
With the standard you guys have at linebacker, I guess what's the challenge of coming in mid-season when there's already been a guy who's been the starter for the first couple of games? So what's the challenge there to kind of take over that spot?
Ultimately, I think that's what you prepare for. Whether you're the one guy, the two guy, the three guy, you got to prepare the same way because you never know when your opportunity is going to come. I didn't know he was going to get hurt versus the Indiana game, and I was going to come in for a drive at the end of the game. When it mattered. So I think that's what you prepare for. You always got to be ready. So.
Were you more nervous going in against Indiana, or more nervous getting ready for the Wisconsin game?
Probably had a little bit more nerves against Wisconsin just because had more time to prepare and more time to think about it. Before Indiana, it was kind of like, all right, you're in. You don't really have much time to even think about it. It just is what it is. So I was a little more nervous for Wisconsin, but surprisingly, I didn't feel super on edge. So
How'd you feel like you played in your first start?
good. I felt pretty good. There's always things that you can work on, always things that you can learn from off the tape. I felt like I said, there were some good things and there were some bad things. So just working on improving those things that I didn't do so well, and trying to be better at those for this week.
Right. So I know the green dot. You had that. I'm sure you practice with that too. I'm sure. But so this is not like the first time. But what was it like having those guys in your ear, like in a game, like the whole time?
Yeah, so they do a great job of preparing us, throughout fall camp and stuff like that. We have that on, and coach is talking to us through the mic. So it wasn't something that was foreign to me by the time I got in there. But it definitely, it was nice. They're able to shoot you some reminders pre-snap and things like that. A little extra communication, which never hurts. So yeah, like I said, it wasn't something that was totally new. So it didn't feel too crazy.
What's an example